Welcome back everyone, Dan here, and welcome back to the new series that we're going to be adding to the channel here. Probably be a short series, but it's going to be a series of videos aiming at absolute beginners trying to hop in flight sims and just have fun. I want to emphasize that I'm not a professional pilot and I'm not in any way trying to teach you the correct way to fly a plane or any of the terminology, because I myself am just a casual gamer when it comes to flight sims. I like to get in a plane, get up in the air, look at some stuff, get back down, end the flight. That's about the extent of what I do. And so this series of videos is going to be aimed at people who have no experience with flight sims, and that's what they're wanting to do. So because I'm doing this in a series, I'm going to try to keep each video very short and specific to one thing. Also, I'll mention that all of these videos I will be doing with X-Plane 11 because that is my sim of choice. If you would like to know why X-Plane 11 is my sim of choice, please refer back to the first video in the series, and you can find that on my channel. So what we're going to be talking about in this video is something that I think you absolutely need to utilize if you're going to use X-Plane 11. You don't have to, but I don't know why you wouldn't. It is a free website that makes finding airports extremely easy with a visual aspect. So in the last video, I talked about how easy it was to find an airport in X-Plane 11 by searching an area. So in specific, I typed in Raleigh, and you can see here there's Raleigh-Durham International Airport, which is my local airport. So X-Plane does make it pretty simple to find airports to start out at. However, there is a really good tool, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today, that I think you should utilize alongside X-Plane. And the reason is, let's say I'm going to use this location tool and I know I want to go to an airport in California, so I start typing California. Look at how many airports and helipads and stuff that it populates. So unless I just have the knowledge of of the area, which I do not, I'm not really sure which airport would put me close to where I want to fly. So that is where this tool really comes into play, and I really think you should use it. It is called Gateway Scenery Map. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it into screen here now, guys, so you can see it. It took a second for it to get there, but now it's here. I'm going to blow this up. This is called the Gateway Scenery Map. I will put a link to this in the description. It is specific for X-Plane, okay? So you see all these blue, orange, and red little look like Google Earth description bubbles. What they are, those are all the airports available in X-Plane. So in this case, if I knew I wanted to fly somewhere in a specific spot in California, you just basically scroll. Let's say I wanted to go out somewhere in San Francisco, California. You scroll in, and as you scroll in, you see a lot of these little bubbles disappear, and you're left with a few and not as many. And let's say I want to actually fly out of San Francisco. What's available in San Francisco? Let's really narrow these choices down. And you'll see I have some blue bubbles and an orange bubble and then a few red bubbles. So what these bubbles emphasize here is the blue are airports that are available in X-Plane, but they're older airports. They may or may not have 3D images in them, like buildings and stuff like that. You can land at them, you can take off at them, but they may not look that good and up to date. The orange airports are going to be airports that have been redone and added and implemented into X-Plane 11. It's going to have more 3D objects, look a lot better. And then the red are going to be airports that have been privately developed, meaning that an individual has made that airport look as close as possible to the real airport, and you can download them, and at some point in time The developer probably will add them into the game, but for now you'll have to get them yourself. There will still be an airport there. It's just not going to look like this fancy one. So let's look at this orange tab here, that's close to San Bruno. I want to know what that airport is. It's near water. I think it'll be cool to take off from there or maybe land there. So if you just click on that little tab, it brings up the airport information. And you can see that this version is included in the global scenery since X-Plane version 11. X-Plane 11 is way past version 11 now. So this very extravagant, cool looking airport is already available in game, which is great. But the reason why I use this tool is because it gives me the exact name of the airport that I need. So I could go back to X-Plane 11 now, and let's see, I got to go back real quick, sorry about that, because I didn't see the name, KS something, KSFO. So now I can just type in KSFO, and now it populates a much smaller list, and I see San Francisco International Airport, and that's the one I can pick. And also, these are also at KSFO. They're just helipads. So if you were flying a helicopter, you could pick one of the helicopter pads. So that makes it much easier to find your starting point and your ending destination. And that's why I think it's very critical to use this, especially if you're going to create a flight plan in the game that you want to end up at a particular airport. This is pretty cool. So let's say we're flying out of KSFO, San Francisco International, and we want to do a short flight to, let's see, Boonville, right? So we're going to scroll into Boonville, and what's this airport in Boonville? Well, you click on it, and that's going to be your destination you're going to go to is D83 Boonville. And because it is an orange developer enhanced, that means this very cool looking and 3D objects and, it's just a better looking general airport is going to already be in game. So why I utilize this so much is when I'm creating my flight plan, where I want to start from and where I want to go, this is just an excellent tool because there's nowhere else I know of that you can just kind of scroll around a map and say, oh man, this area looks cool. What's that airport? And click that, or zoom out if you want to go somewhere else in the world. Maybe you want to go, let's say you want to fly somewhere in the Caribbean. So you scroll in, let's say we want to go to the Bahamas. Well, what airports are in the Bahamas? I have no idea. What's this one on this little island of Nashua? It's taking long to populate for some reason, but here it is. It looks like what is a major airport in Nashua in the Bahamas. And so now I know what I would type in is MYNN. This one I picked specifically, though, because you'll see the bubble is red, which is the developer enhanced airport, which is recommended for inclusion in a future X-Plane release. Meaning that if you just hop into the game and you type in MYNN, it will bring you to an airport. But it probably will not look anything like this, and it won't look as fancy and as cool. So if you want to land at this specific looking airport, you'll want to download this link and add it into the game. Now I'm going to do that part of it in a different video when I'm showing you how easy it is to add things into X-Plane to make it look better, such as scenery, airports, so on and such. So that's not going to be for this video, but you can see here, guys, this shows every airport. Every place you can possibly land in the world in X-Plane is on this map. All you have to do is scroll into it. You can even scroll so deep that you can see what the airport looks like. Say, yeah, I would like to land there. That's pretty cool. Click the little bubble. The bubble pops up and it tells you exactly what letters to punch into here. So that's it for this one. I just wanted to show you how to use that tool. I'll put the link in the description, but you absolutely should be using the Gateway Scenery Map. If you're going to be using X-Plane, I think that they should go hand in hand, and it makes it really easy to just kind of look around the world and figure out a place you want to start from and figure out where you want to end up at. So that's going to be it for this one. Gateway Scenery Map. Link will be in the description, guys. Check it out. Use it if you're using X-Plane. It's an excellent tool. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.